Hello everybody, welcome back to Ray's World. We've got another box of pennies. They're over there off camera, but we do have two enders, and check this out. We've got a 1938 and a 1919. There it is. 1919 and a 1938 ender. How cool is that for a thumbnail? All right, I will set those aside. We are up to, get my bracelet out of there, seven enders so far. We've got a wheat penny, 3 wheat pennies, and 4 Canadian enders. Very, very cool. Once we get an entire box of enders, then we will search them. But for now, we are going to get through the rest of this box. I do not have anything else improved on the coin sorter. However, we are going to sort. Again, I will look as I sort, but I won't look super hard. Whoops, we're jammed already. 2 coins in and we got jammed. That jam is not too big of an issue. Every now and then I do get 2 coins stuck together in the rail, but that is pretty rare. So I am just going to go along and go through. Continue to sort. And we'll see what we can find. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Don't forget, guys, to get a guess in the Google document in the video description. I am saving all of my copper in 2020, and we are going to have a mega giveaway at the end of 2020. And so there's a Google document. You put in your guess on the dollar value, not the number of pennies, but the dollar value that you think I am going to collect in copper from these wheat penny hunts. Now, I do a box a week, and I might miss 1 or 2 weeks here and there, but generally I'll do 52 boxes. And at the end of the video, I will be sure to show you all of the copper that I saved today, as well as all of the copper that we have so far. Now, I only have this Walking Liberty right now as a prize, but let's add to that. And let's add this 1933 King George V Canadian nickel. We're going to add that, and if anybody wants to send me something to add to this prize pool, please let me know. I would love to have a huge prize pool to give away, because this is a year-long giveaway, and my goal is 1,000 entries. 1,000 entries for this giveaway. I'm not doing it to get subscribers. I'm not doing it to get views. I'm doing it, because I want to have an epic giveaway, and I want to get the entire community involved. So send me something for the giveaway, share it up so that we can get 1,000 entries, and do not forget to get your entry in. So there are a couple of modifications that I do want to make to this. Right here is the rail, this rail coming up, and it's right here. And what I want to do is I want to grind that down, actually. And I want the pennies to hit this, because what they're doing is they are hitting the top here, and they're getting stuck. So after this video, I will probably grind that down. This is just hot glued on. I'll probably grind that down. I will probably go and buy just a U-shaped channel rather than these 2 L channels hot glued together. And then I will get this screwed all together because I do like this design. But that is a modification that I want to make just to see if we don't get as many, here's a Canadian, get so many of them stuck. Because especially this box, I am getting a bunch of them stuck. And I'm dropping a few. Okay, so I got it ground down. I actually just cut it right off. And after many failed attempts, I finally got it glued back up. So let's see how that runs and see if it runs any better. Whew! That almost was not worth it. Holy cow, getting that thing glued back up was a real pain. Okay, much better. So because I moved the rail and I moved the distance of the rail, it's a little bit tighter. So things run just a little bit differently. So I had to reduce the number of magnets. And it is running much better now. By the shredder. Okay, that is it. All the rolls gone through, and holy cow, we've got a ton of wheat pennies here. Almost as many Canadian. This might be a record here that we have more wheat pennies than we do Canadian, and some of these look pretty old. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to get all of our copper up here that's been put through the machine. One, so that you can see it, and two, so that I can ensure that we didn't miss any wheat pennies. I also want to be sure that any zinc pennies that have bounced have not bounced back into or accidentally been sorted in when we made all of those tweaks. So let's set all that aside. And let's get all of our copper up here. All right, here's all of our copper pennies, and the first thing I'm going to do is get this bucket situated, and I'm looking for things like this, just obvious zinc that has been missorted. And I do this for all boxes, guys. I do go through all of them just to ensure that this is as clean as possible. I also double check for wheat pennies. So let's get this done. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. We found 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18 zinc. And this one, I remember this one going through, and I wasn't sure if it was going to sort right, but that's a 1983, and it's toast. Where's my toast box? I don't know. We'll throw it back. See if the bank takes it. All right. I do that with all of my penny hunts, guys, just so that you know. I did find 2 Canadians in there and 1 wheat penny. So let's bring our Canadians back over. One just fell in my copper bin. We'll get back to the copper. Don't worry. And we got a good number of Canadians. Check this out. We got a bird scent that is nearly uncirculated. And that's really cool. 1967. There was a young head in here somewhere, but let's just see how many we got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. All right, that is the number to beat. 28 Canadians. Let's check out our wheat pennies. This is the one that got sorted incorrectly, so let's see what it is. It's a 1946 San Francisco. Very difficult for me to see these. 1958 Denver. 1958 Denver. 1957 Denver. 1945. Very cool. Oh, look at that. 1929. Very neat. 1929, a 1944. I hope somebody's counting. 1944 again. 1957 Denver. A 1918. Holy cow. 1918. Wow. 1944 Denver. A 1941 San Francisco and a 1944 Denver. That was a twofer. Holy smokes. Oh, no, 1946. I thought it was a 1916. Here's a 1944 and right behind it a 1945. Couple more to go. It's running away on us. What do we got? A 1952 Denver. That's pretty cruddy. 1957 Denver. 1946 looks like a San Francisco. This poor one is chewed up in the back. 1940. What is that? Oh, 1949 Denver, but look at that poor thing. Just chewed up. Got a couple of them left. 1925. Oh my goodness. And another one. 1910. Oh, look at the scratch across it. Wow. So that is really cool considering we also have two enders that we set aside. The 1928 and a 1919. So very, very, very cool. How many were there? I didn't count. Let's count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So the Canadians win. They beat the U.S. this time 28-22. Very, very cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me get all of our copper. Let's set all these aside. Let's get all of our copper. Let's get all of our copper in a box like this. Looks like about the usual amount, so we're pretty consistent with how much copper we get. And here is our bucket. Don't forget to get an entry in. Here we have two prizes so far. 1939 Walking Liberty and a 1933 Canadian nickel. We're going to keep adding to that as we go through this giveaway. Here it is. Here's all the copper. And let's add the rest of it. And we are going to keep adding to our prizes as we get some in the mail or as I find some cool things to add. Don't forget to use that link to the Google form to get your entry in on how much copper I will collect in 2020. And that is the dollar value. It's not the number of pennies. It's what is the US dollar value of the amount of copper that will be collected. Oh, there's a Canadian. In 2020. The person who guesses the closest without going over is going to win the prize pool. We're looking for 1,000 entries, and send me something so that we can make this epic. I want a huge, huge giveaway for first, second, and third place. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.